Fall is the most beautiful time in the Rocky Mountains, with the aspens turning from green to gold. It also is one of the best times to rail fan. Join us as we follow SP-18 out of Silverton, Colorado on a fall photo charter. Southern Pacific number 18, also known as the Slim Princess, is an oil-fired 460 10-wheeler type narrow-gauge steam locomotive built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in 1911. It was originally built for the Nevada, California, Oregon Railway and was sold to Southern Pacific in 1926. Number 18 worked the rest of its career on the Southern Pacific narrow gauge. The locomotive, along with sisters number 8 and number 9, were nicknamed the Desert Princess for serving the desert areas of Nevada and California. In 1954, a new narrow gauge General Electric diesel locomotive was purchased as Southern Pacific number 1 to replace numbers 8 and 18, resulting in the two steam locomotives retiring soon after. Number 8 was donated to the city of Sparks, Nevada, while number 18 was donated to the city of Independence, California. The Carson and Colorado Railway in Independence is the official home for SP-18. The locomotive was restored for operating condition between 2009 and 2017 on a short stretch of track in a public park in Independence. Then, in early November of 2018, SP-18 was leased to the Durango and Silverton narrow gauge railway in Durango, Colorado to train the crew on an oil burner. Galloping Goose is the popular name given to a series of 7 rail cars, officially designated as motors by the railroad, built in the 1930s by the Rio Grande Southern Railroad and operated until the end of service on the line in the early 1950s. They were derived from full-sized automobiles. Originally running steam locomotives on narrow-gauge railways, the perpetually struggling RGS developed the first of the geese as a way to keep its contract to run mail into towns in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. There was not enough passenger or cargo income to justify continuing the expensive steam train service at the then current levels, but it was believed that a downsized railway would return to profitability. The steam trains would transport heavy cargo and peak passenger loads, but motors would handle lighter loads. Motors were not only less expensive to operate, but were also significantly lighter, thus reducing impact on the rails and rail beds. The cost savings meant that the first Goose was paid off and making a profit within 3 weeks of going into service. RGS built more geese and operated them until the company abandoned their right-of-way in 1952. Goose number 5 was bought by the city of Dolores, Colorado. After restoration in 1998, it is now operated from time to time on the Cougars and Toltec, Durango and Silverton, as well as the Colorado Railroad Museum. As always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel.